What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Loyola Chicago versus New Orleans college basketball matchup going down Saturday, November 18th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Loyola Chicago and New Orleans, and Loyola Chicago coming into this one 1-2 on the year after a 72-67 loss to Illinois Chicago in their last matchup. UIC getting the better of their in-state rivals there. Meanwhile, New Orleans coming into this one 2-0 on the year, but a pair of wins over subdivision opponents, beating up on Millsaps to start the year, and then Southern New Orleans in their last matchup 106-69. Now, like I said, it's really hard to sort of gauge what we're going to see from New Orleans now that they're playing a team with a pulse. But I just, you look at Loyola Chicago, the early season results haven't necessarily been all that inspiring. They had the loss in the opener against FAU in what was sort of a semi-home game. They were still playing in Chicago, but they weren't playing in their true road home environment. And then they also have the loss to Illinois Chicago while beating up on Eastern Illinois in a true home game. So we've seen some good and we've seen some bad from Loyola Chicago, who still have a solid defense. They're top 100 in defensive efficiency so far this season. They're forcing a decent amount of turnovers. They're allowing teams to shoot really well from three. But you look at New Orleans last year, and this is a Privateers team that, thrived from behind the arc. So that could be problematic for Loyola Chicago here. But I'm just still not sold on this New Orleans team on the road. You look at what this New Orleans team did on the road for how well they shot from behind the arc. I think a lot of that had to do with the fact, from where they were playing in conference play. But you look at their road games against teams they had to step up and play. They lost to Butler 89-53, LSU 91-62, Portland 157th ranked Portland in Ken Palm at the time 100-61. Portland won that game. 91-50 against Boise State. So all these teams are just absolutely crushing New Orleans. And while Loyola Chicago, not necessarily known for being an offensive juggernaut, especially the last few years, as they've kind of taken a step back from the team that was a perennial perennial team in the NCAA tournament. Drew Valentine's done a decent job. In his first year at Loyola Chicago, this Ramblers team finished top 20 in defensive efficiency. Last year was a bit of a rebuild year, so you can kind of throw it out. I think you're going to start to see Loyola Chicago get back to the old Loyola Chicago as well. I just think Loyola Chicago the better team here. And until New Orleans proves that they can be a competitive team on the road and not just face subdivision opponents, I got to go with the other side here. I'm going to go with Loyola Chicago in this one at home. That's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.